Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode number 5 of This Korean Life, coming to you from Ulsan City. Today's podcast is brought to you by Paint and Clay. Aussie Dave is ready to guide you through your first pottery class. Ulsan's first expat artisan studio is located in Okdong and open daily from 10 a.m. till 8 p.m. It's a great place to make that special something for someone you really care about, with items that can fit any budget. Dave has something for everyone. Groups, couples, children are all welcome to get their creative juices flowing and try their hand at the pottery wheel. For more information, you can check out Dave on Facebook or Instagram. That's Paint in Clay. This podcast is also brought to you by Namaskar, Ulsan's number one choice for Indian food, offering a variety of mouth-watering curries, chicken, naan, lassis, and more. Stop in and see Nirmal and the friendly staff at either of their locations in Samsandong or Songnam-dong to enjoy some fabulous Indian food. Both restaurants are open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner from 11 a.m. until 10 p.m. I went last week and had the butter chicken. My wife enjoyed the mushroom curry. They are delicious. Anyways, today's guest is Binod from Nepal. He is actually the owner of Namaskar. He was back in Ulsan for a business trip, and we were lucky enough to catch up with him. His fascinating story from Nepalese grocery packer to multinational businessman. It'll warm your heart, guys. This incredible man has lived through more experiences than most of us can dream of. His giant heart, his resilience, his desire to learn and succeed, they make this man a role model for so many. You guys are really going to enjoy this one.
You are now tuned into This Korean Life with your hosts, Brian and Nate.
And we're recording. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to This Korean Life. I am your host, Brian. We're here with Nate.
Howdy.
And our friend, Binod.
Hi everyone.
Binod, is that right?
No. Binod.
You can call me Binod.
Binod, that's what I said.
But people call me Binu.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Okay.
Korea, it's easy in Korea. Right?
Okay, in Korean, Binu is it's the word for soap. It sounds like a cute name.
And if you can't see Binu, he's a cute guy. So cute
Lord.
soap.
Glad you guys are on that side of the table. Anyways, yes, welcome. We we're very excited to have you here. Originally, when we were thinking about starting this podcast, we thought about all of the interesting people we know, and we made a list. And you were at the top of both of our lists. So this is a very exciting time for us. And these days we don't have a lot of chances to meet because you are between or very rarely come to Korea, and you're back in your home country of Nepal. So anyways, let's begin. Why don't you
Most of you guys don't know, but he just came back 2 or 3 days ago. He's here for a couple of weeks visiting. So we thought we'd jump on the chance right away and get him out here, or get him in for a recording, and that's why we're happy to have him here today.
Very nice. Do you want to give just a brief introduction of yourself? Just let everyone out here know who you are and what you do.
Hi. Actually, my name is Binod.
Binod, yeah.
I'm from Nepal.
Yeah.
2004. I came Korea.
Yep.
For work. Ensusing. How to say in Korea? Ensusing is I get it.
Factory job?
Factory job.
Factory job, yeah, okay.
They call in Korean language ensusing.
Oh, okay.
Or it's very easy to say D3 visa.
Yeah. Oh, D3, yeah.
2004, I got a D3 visa.
Yeah.
I came to Korea near Ulsan, Gyeongju, Mohwa. I had work there around 3.5 years on Hyundai Motor Parts Company.
Cool. Very nice. How was your for before coming to Korea? how did you know about Korea? How did you find out about Korea? What made you choose?
The intro didn't get too far, but that's what I'm also curious about, because I've talked to you many times. I know a lot of your stories, a lot of your history, but today I'll probably learn a little more. Why did you come here in the first place? Like you said, what did your friends and family think?
Yeah, actually, when I came Korea, that before in our country, my father he have some grocery shop.
Oh, cool.
I was worked there, and then one day some of customer he came in my shop and he asked me, "Hey guys, why are you doing hard work here? Why don't you go Korea? They're very easy to earn money over there."
Korean or Nepalese?
Nepalese guy.
Oh, really? Okay.
And then at that time I was around 24, 25 years.
Yeah.
And oh, really? Very easy to earn money there? He said, yeah, very easy. And a few years, if you work there, you can make a lot of money, big money. And then I was very curious, and I asked to my father, and he was angry. He get angry. Hey, how do you go? You have money? You made money to pay broker?
Yeah.
I was totally dependent on my dad, right, at that time, because I'm young. And then my dad say, he ignored. And then the broker, finally I knew that he was a broker, and he told me, "Hey, let's go Korea."
Oh, he was a recruiter. He was a job recruiting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Many times he requested me, and then he changed my mind. I was crazy to go Korea. Because at that time I have I have planned to, if I earn money, if I made good money, in future I have planned to open the orphanage center.
Yeah.
An orphanage.
Orphanage, yeah.
So at this point, had you been to university or not yet?
Not.
Okay.
Only I joined. I finished my college.
Okay.
And then, if I fulfill my dream, I have to make money, right? And then here, my dad he ignored, and then finally I request my some friend, and I made little money, and I asked to broker how much I should pay, and he told me at that time Korean money 800만 원.
8 million.
No.
About
8 million.
about $7,000 US
Yeah,
maybe.
at that time, that was very big money for me.
And what did that get you? Does that get you
Yeah,
a visa, a job, a house, or does that just get you into the country, or what does that get you?
At that time, he promised me they will give me
Lots of promises.
and they will give me 3 years visa.
Okay.
And then I didn't tell my dad. Internally, I managed $50,500 and advance. I give him $500.
500 or 5,000?
Only $500 first.
OSHIP?
Sorry, 500. Only 500 advance for $500.
OSHIP or OBEC?
OSIP.
OSHIP, okay, $500.
$500.
Okay.
And then after 2 months, he told me, "Oh, Binod, I got your visa. Give me money." And then
Give me visa.
and he was ready to give visa, but I didn't prepare $7,500, right? And then I saw visa to my dad. He was still angry. And then, have you ever seen $8,000 together?
Yeah.
You know how much big money?
In one place, yeah.
And then I request to my cousin, and many where I've been. But very difficult to find the money. Finally, my dad he deposited some land in bank, and he gave me $5,000.
Wow.
And other $3,000 I managed myself.
Wow.
And then I came to Korea 2004, February 17.
I love your guys' stories that you guys know exactly. We had Shill from Sticky Fingers on a couple weeks ago. He remembers the exact day that he opened the bar. It's a very, very good memory for him. And he knows the exact date. Anyways, before we get into your Korean stories, I'm curious, a couple of things. Were you nervous with the broker? These days, I mean, you see it in the news lots with child slavery or sex slavery or these kind of things. Was that common for Nepalese young men or women to come to Northeast Asia to work for good, easy money? And what did your friends or your not other than your father who disapproved? What did the rest of your family and friends think?
Yeah, actually, my father he wanted to work Nepal with him,
Okay.
He don't like to go me out of country.
So it was more about. I think it was more about having you close. Are you the oldest brother in the family?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. So
Me and I have one younger brother.
okay.
And then finally, at that time, many people was trying to come Korea. Because Korea, there is very good money, very easy to find a job, everything, blah, blah, blah.
When you said good money and easy money, does that... I mean, when I think of the factory workers here and the conditions that I see in the news, I think they're worked very, very hard and the conditions aren't good. Is it that those conditions are much better than the conditions were in Nepal at that time? Or was he lying and saying, yes, easy money, sure, the currency was more expensive, but was it easy work he was promising or just lots of money?
Well, when I came Korea, until at that time, I didn't know about Korea. Just I heard about Korea, right?
Yeah.
And they told me, it's very easy to work. Everything, machine is automatic. I never been any country. If you want to drink some juice, you can just put money and push the
push the button.
Vending machines.
And then only 2 hours, 2 hour working, and you can get a 10-minute break time. Only 8 hour working, you can get
a day off.
one month, more than 2 million Korean money. Hey, you are only paying me 8 million. It's only 4 months salary. If you get have a overtime, this money is you can earn this money within 2 or 3 months.
If they pay you.
Yeah.
That's only if they pay you.
But when I reached Korea, the story was totally different.
Okay, that was one thing. But so the other one on the brokers, did people trust them? Or how did you just trust this guy so much at the beginning? How do you know he wasn't going to...
Destiny, my friend.
Make you go work in a bar as a guitarist or a bartender or something?
Actually, this is very...
Once you're here,
this is a very good question. Still, till now, Nepal, a lot of people trust on broker. They paid big money to go other country like Korea, America, Europe, everywhere. Why? In our country, this is a very big problem now. People, they don't want to do hard work in the country. They thought if we go out of Nepal, we can earn very easy. We can make easy money and very easy work. When they go other country, they feel the regret. It was my mistake. Why I came here?
I should have stayed home.
But it was late.
And I don't think that's only there. I talk to so many of my students who've gone to Canada, gone to America, even for a month or 3 months. And when some of them absolutely love it, there's just as many that absolutely don't like it because it's so different. And
that comes down, I think, to the individual, right? What you want to make of the situation. I've had people from my hometown who came here, and I mean, we have Jeff who's been here 20 years, over 20 years now. I've been here 12 years. I had someone from my hometown. I mean, we went to school around the corner from each other, and he left after 6 months. I said, why are you going home? This place is amazing. Oh, there's only 2 bars. Oh, and it's just it's really, I think, down to the individual.
Everybody's
what you want to
different,
make,
right?
What you want to make of it. Yeah, good.
So what you said, it was very different when you got here. Tell us what I can imagine. I've traveled all over the world, and I've heard lots of stories of empty promises or broken promises, and we see them in Korea all the time. Even in the teaching industry, they promise you the world, and you sometimes you're given crumbs. So tell us a little bit about your stuff.
Actually, when I came Korea, main purpose is on the money.
Yeah.
But my dream was totally different than other. I had planned to open an orphanage center.
Orphanage, yeah.
That's why I have make a good money.
Yeah.
That's why I was ready to do any kinds of hard work.
To sacrifice for your future dream. Yeah. Good.
And then 2000 February 14 when
you came
here, and then after 3 days, they give us training HRD show.
Okay.
And then after 3 days we came came to Moha near the Kingju Hyundai Motor Parts Company around 10 o'clock. When I arrived, after 30 minutes, I start to work. we came with 8 people, but my 7 friends they was not ready to work at that night. My boss, he asked my name. What is your name? And then I say, my name is Binod Chapagain. He didn't understand it. Very difficult word. Don't say Binod. Okay, Binu.
Yeah, okay.
he start to call me Bino.
Yeah, okay.
And until now, everyone calls me Bino.
That's like it's a term of endearment. It's a nice
and then
one.
other friends, they told, we are tired. We don't want to work now today. We will work from another week. But I was ready to
go. Yeah,
and I start to work after 30 minutes. 10:30 I start to work. And then when I start to work, oh my God, broker told me every 2 hours working in 10 minutes we can get a break time.
Bullshit.
And then, that was my first day. That's why they didn't say any bad thing. Day by day, I knew, oh my God, it's so hard work. Huh?
Yeah.
And then every day, 12 hours we had to work.
It was a 12-hour shift.
12 hours. Yeah. And then most big problem is food problem. I never tried the seafood, right? In our country, you know, have sea.
Yeah.
Here is everywhere seafood and very smell. I couldn't eat. And every day I had lunch, break, and dinner, rice and only water.
Rice and water?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, like a prisoner.
Yeah, like being in jail.
Because very smell, I can't.
Yeah.
And then every time Korean people, there is good and bad everything, but my company, every time they told me pali.
Eat quick. Yeah.
Working pali. And when we product goods, my boss, he came and he count the pieces. Within 1 hour, you can make it 150. Why you couldn't 150? Other Korean making like this. And then he grabbed he didn't give my passport and my ID card. And we couldn't use handphone, mobile phone.
Yeah.
So it's like holding you hostage.
Yeah. Not allowed to call any people in Korea.
Wow.
And, if we go outside of company, he came to bring us that's why we give him name Zeller. Still we call him Zeller.
Yeah. Oh my God, I've seen those documentaries on TV. You know, they bring in the spy cam and they show them hitting and can I have my visa? Can I have my passport? Can I have my phone? I want to call home. No. Back to work. That's terrible.
What I'm just curious. What were you making?
The auto gear parts, we call it river claws. And
was most of the process mechanicalized, or So what was your job to make how many per hour or per minute?
One pieces. So we finally it's take a time to make one piece. 37 or 40 seconds.
Okay.
And then within 1 minute 10 seconds. Or 1 minute 20 seconds, we can make it 2 pieces. If non-stop fast.
Okay. So
and he came to he bring a calculator. 1 hour, 160 second, and multiply, divide, and you're done.
So money goes down. Your salary go down.
Yeah, he made
for no production.
No production.
No money.
No money. And then if we was new, right? We cannot speak Korean language.
So I was wondering what about your training? Your training was
training was only orientation.
He was working within 30 minutes.
No, but after 3 days of training. But what
3 days training is only orientation about Korean culture.
In Korean?
Welcome to Korea.
Welcome to Korea.
It's in Korean language?
Yeah.
And
I don't know, at that time translator.
Okay.
English or Nepalese?
Nepalese also.
Okay. Interesting. Sorry, I don't want to derail too much, but what about you said you're eating rice and what, and they're telling you bali, eat quick. what is the culture like at home when you sit down for a meal at work? I mean, if you're not a foreign worker in Korea, they sit down and they enjoy a meal together, 1 hour lunch break, and they can fully enjoy their food. Back home in Nepal, what's the food culture? What's the food culture like? Yeah.
In my country, food culture is we will have dinner or lunch, everything together with the family.
Okay.
If even taste in the food are tasty or not good or nothing, it doesn't matter. But we can talk and very friendly.
It's about being together. Yeah.
Social.
But here in Korea, when I go to lunch, Binu, pali pap moko iraruwa.
Yeah. Eat quick and get back to work.
That sounds like my dad when I was young. We were working outside, cutting the grass or something. Okay, let's go. Chop, chop. Eat up. Yeah. Let's go. Back to work.
And then we say, hey, we are not in prison, right? Prison also, they give time to eat. But this is working place. Why every time he's saying like that? That word made us
that probably makes him crazy. Yeah. Maybe he looks down on Nepalese and
then one important thing. When we go to have lunch or dinner, breakfast with company boss or other Korean people, and they're, hey Binu, your country have a cucumber? They ask me like this. Hey, your country have a pumpkin?
Everything except your smelly seafood.
And sometimes they ask me, in your country you have a TV? Everything. They thought we are not from Earth, we are from
space.
So, and then one day, very interesting. One day, my boss' wife, she asked me. That day, lunchtime, we had a fish. Binu, your country have fish.
Yeah.
And then I was really angry at them. But I didn't show my angriness. And then I said, yeah, we have fish.
Yeah.
But in Korea, fish have only 2 eyes. By our country, fish 1 and 3 eyes. You have 2 eyes.
That's the best way to tackle that one.
And then
I love when people ask if I live in an igloo or we have a polar bear for a pet. And I say, yes, everybody in Canada has a polar bear for a pet. We don't have dogs, only polar bears. And they think, is this real or joking or... Yeah, that was a stupid question. Don't ask those.
Warren's a stupid
and then
answer.
she was serious. Oh, really? Only 1 eye and 3 eyes? I never heard. You can search in Google.
3-eyed Nepalese
and then
snapper.
Many students joke about my belly. And I tell them, I'm pregnant. And they say, huh? And I say, in Canada, the man can also have babies. I said, I have twins. Sangini. And they don't know if I'm lying or joking. And then they ask another teacher or their parents. And then they understand that I'm joking. But I just make fun of the situation instead of getting angry.
And then my boss said, after a few days, hey Binu, I saw it everywhere. You are lying me? Kojimal? And then, yeah, every time you ask me, you have this, you have this, you have this, you have this. I'm from, of course, we are from poor country, but it's very silly question. And then she say, "Oh, sorry, I didn't sleep. I'm so sorry." And then after that, they never ask me like that kind of question.
Good for you. So you were working 12 hours a day. Were you working 6 or 7 days a week?
Actually, in my company, very different case. All my friends, they work 7 days, 6 days, but they pay the overtime. Overtime. And me, I start to go church and migrant center, because I have to learn Korean language. At that time, my visa was only 3 years. I had planned to make how to stay Korea legally. I don't want to stay here illegal.
You're a smart man, yeah.
And then one time, one Korean guys, he had very bad for me at the time. And from that day, I start to learn Korean language. That's why my boss, he don't like me to go church and then any outside, any center, migrant center. And he don't like. He give me overtime every time. He give overtime to other. That's why every month my salary was higher than other friends. And it make jealous between a friend. And then one day,
Why Binod gets all the overtime?
every time I get money. One day, one Korean guy, you do know how to say in English, Panjangnim, some like manager.
Yeah.
He called me, hey, come here. At that time, I didn't know how to speak Korean language. He said like Anning Hasayo, and I wrote in Nepal language alphabet Anning Hasayo. He said anything. I wrote in my paper, and he said, hey, go to office and tell to the one manager lady over there. And then he said her, and I went to my office and I read this. The lady, she slapped me at that time.
Oh.
I'd say many things, but I didn't know what's the meaning of that.
Oh no,
word.
yeah. That's happened to me too. Not slapped by a lady, but a taxi driver, very angry taxi driver.
I think most of us have done those
And then
situations.
lady slapped me. Oh my God, I was crying.
Yeah.
And when I came down, the Korean guy was laughing.
Oh yeah.
And then I asked to my other broker. They
Yeah.
have the office in Korea also.
Yeah.
When I pay 8 million money, for 8 million money, Korean and Nepali broker, they divide that money. They made one office in Nepal, one office in Korea before. Then I asked him, hey, who teach you this kind of bad word? I don't know, one Korean guy, he teach me, and I told him about that story. That's a very bad word. And then from that day, I start to learn Korean language.
Good for you.
I put one word.
Bad words first.
Nowadays, I think I have to say thank for him, because of him. I started to learn
Only
Korean.
once, right? One lesson, one slap, and now you speak fluent
But
Korean.
again, I think that speaks to your character, where you didn't get bitter and say like, oh, Korean people are terrible. Well, you took the negative and you made a positive, where I think some other people might say, he's picking on me. Oh, I'm a victim. But you took that, you made it a positive, and you benefited tremendously from it.
So he said that, or you said that you were working long days, long hours. How long was it before you started to visit the migrant centers and the church and those places? And by that time, had you already adjusted enough and said, okay, I'm going to stay because I can earn money? Because you mentioned the job was a lot different than what was promised to you. I wonder if some people don't run away quickly once they're allowed to finally get out of the company, get out on the streets and talk to people and see what it could be like or what it is really like. How long did it take before you were kind of free to go to the church, go to the migrant centers, etc.?
Actually, my boss give me a lot of work. He don't like me to go outside. That's why every time he give me overtime. In my life, first time I had a 42-hour non-stop work in that company. Wow. Only one time.
42 hours?
I had work. It's very difficult to believe, right? And every week, Saturday and Sunday, 24 hour, I had work. 1 week night and 1 week day work, right? So today, Saturday, my night work.
Oh my God.
Today, Saturday, Friday evening, 8 o'clock, I start work. And Sunday evening, 5 o'clock, I finish my work. So
Oh my God.
You were making the gears for the cars?
No, I did.
You were making the gears for the cars?
Yeah. Gears for
So
car.
this is how Hyundai is the most productive car factory in the world.
Yeah.
48-hour shifts.
Off the
42
backs
hours,
of the
42 hours.
man.
I had, and then my old friends, they are not doing like me. Then my boss, he like my work, but he don't like my style. Because even I had 24-hour work, I have to go. I went to church and center, and then
lunch break.
yeah, and that's why.
Wow.
That's why I made very good money.
No doubt. 48 hours working, or 42 hours working. That's a serious hazard. Like if you fall asleep, you can get your hands jammed in a machine, or
Did
no
you
one
go
worries
to
about
church
safety.
in Nepal, or is that something you started in Korea?
I started in Korea. I never been Nepal church.
Tell me a little bit about starting going to church. Is that because you knew you could meet people in a support group there, or is that because you were interested in Jesus?
And actually, when first time when I went to church, at that time, I went church for time pass.
You're bored.
Yeah, I wanna learn Korean. I heard Korean church they teach Korean language for China,
okay.
and then they give some choco pie.
Yeah.
And I went for that, but every week I went there. I made very good friend there,
Absolutely, yeah.
and then
And you started to like those chocolate pies.
and then more than 7-8 years continue. I went.
Nice. Yeah.
then
It is that is a cool thing about the churches here.
Really, they support.
Yeah, and
It's a community.
Yeah.
It's a community. You feel welcomed. You feel part of something, and you feel like you're not alone.
And that's, I think, we talk about our grandparents when they went to church. It was more of a, I think, not as much about the spiritual side, but more meet. It was somewhere to meet and hang out with your
It was
friends.
a social
And-
gathering.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I met Hyundai Heavy Industries senior guys in that church, and then I built some more confidence, and they told me, "Hey, don't worry, your company boss, if he out you, we will find job for you."
Nice.
Feels good.
Yeah. And then my boss, he knew I have very many Korean friends. Every week I went to church, and then he get my passport and my airline card, and he out my job card, and he didn't give me 1 week job. He said, go back to Nepal. I cannot give you job.
Your boss told you that?
Yeah. And he get my passport and everything.
Yeah.
My 7 other friends, every day they had work, but 1 week I didn't
Didn't work. Yeah.
work. And then one day company there is something big problem. A lot of product or some mistake, and then a lot of product are fulyang. How to say in English? Fulyang, NG.
They don't meet the standard.
yeah,
they didn't make
Deficient,
it. Yeah.
defective.
Effective.
And
yeah.
then at that time, they was trying to find the reason why that product couldn't meet standard.
No Binod.
No, Binod.
But even I didn't work at that time. I didn't work, but I came and I listened the lecture, and then say, "Excuse me, in my experience, because of this product are not good." And then they was trying to
Fix it.
Yeah. Oh, you are right.
Give me-
Okay, come on.
Yeah.
And he paid my 1 week salary more.
Oh, nice.
And I joined the work.
Yeah.
And then from that day, my boss was happy.
Yeah.
And that was another company, or that was
Same
company?
company. And then same boss. Same boss. And then after 2 weeks, Hyundai Heavy Industries senior guys, I share my story them, and they was really curious.
Yeah.
And they made some story and put in Hyundai Heavy Industry magazine.
Oh, good for you.
And that magazine, when my boss got that magazine, and Binu.
Yeah.
Did you ask for a raise or promotion?
No, I didn't ask. He automatically proposed.
Oh, nice.
And
Very
he
good.
gave me 50,000 one more.
Oh, nice.
Salary.
Awesome.
So
awesome.
from that day until now, we have very good relation with that boss.
Yeah.
And sometimes he visit my restaurant, and
You overcharge him for the
last time my
basmati?
dad when he visit Korea, we went to that company.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Do you charge him extra
No,
for 2 years of pain and suffering?
but he give some yongdon for my dad.
Oh, nice.
pocket
Good,
money.
good, good.
What about you have to give him something like he was giving you the seafood that you didn't like. You have to give him something and make him try.
And when he came out my restaurant, Namaskar restaurant, Binu, it's very difficult to eat curry. I cannot eat. He told me like that. Same. When I was in your company, same boss.
Yeah. Good. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad everything worked out. In the end.
So you were there 3 years, and then did you get an extension on your visa, or did you change companies, or where did you go after that one?
After 3 years, we cannot stay. But he make my visa. He found many way, and he request he made
To
some
extend.
letter and extend, and for around 4 years I had worked there, and then after that 2 more years I went to work another company, and then 2008 I stopped to work company, and I was tried to found investor to open restaurant.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just want to go back one. You said the conditions when you came were very different than what you were promised. Does that make, or did any of your friends run away or go back to Nepal, or once you said they kept your phone and they gave you too much overtime, so you didn't enjoy too much or talk to too many people? Do some people just run away back to their country and say, this is not what you promised me?
Yeah, but they have an 8 million. They've invested 8 million,
Right.
so it's.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Is it?
Many friends, they want to go back, but we already paid 8 million
Yeah,
money.
yeah,
So you
That's
stay.
why we had to work. But some friends are run away to other that company.
Other company?
They went to other company. And then my boss, he get our my personal phone, handphone. Not allowed to use phone. That's why he get my phone. When I bought phone, he will get back
4 times?
4 times. Still he have still.
So you better charge him extra for the naan at the restaurant.
Say basmati's
We was
pachanan.
afraid because every time if you go to complain anywhere, I can send you back Nepal. I have that authority.
So they
And
just threaten you.
Jeez Louise.
and, that's why many friends they
Say,
went.
you fall in love with your captor, or what's the?
How-
you sympathize with your.
How long do they keep your passport, your alien registration card? How long they keep that for the whole time, or is there any time you can get it back?
Passport 4 years whole time.
They kept it the whole
Yeah.
time, so you
What
can't
if,
leave.
what if you wanted to go on vacation?
I know,
Maybe that's a stupid question.
And at that time he give.
Oh, okay.
But before go back Nepal, he didn't give because he was worried. Maybe we will run away.
Yeah.
We'll go to another company.
So when you visited the migrant centers, do they ever ask you what are the conditions like? Are you getting treated well? Are they feeding you? Are you working more than 12 hours? Do they?
Yeah.
And if they ask you, would you tell the truth or just say no, everything's okay?
No, I told them everything. Honestly, I told them, and they told me about our condition. Hey, if you go to police, if you go to Nodongbu, you can get everything. But I was worried. I have planned. I have a very big dream, right? Right. That's why I didn't complain anywhere.
Yeah.
But I decided to open the community in Ulsan.
Yeah.
That's why first time 2008, 2007, around 2007, we started Nepal Community of Society, Nepali Unity of Society. I start that community.
Yeah.
And so that acts as kind of a support group for the Nepalese community where you're afraid to complain, you're afraid to tell somebody, but you can share with each other and that makes it easier.
Yeah, that when we started 2007, maybe at that time 30-40 people, only Nepalese are here, and then I'm the president of that community, leader of that community, and then I hire one room in Sangnam-dong. I make a shelter, free shelter, but every month's rent I paid from my salary, and some friend who are Japanese, they came and they can stay there, and from center or church they give rice and many things. They can make free, and slowly it's increase Nepali friend here. A lot of Nepali people now. Still, we have more than 500 member of that Nepal community
In Korea or in Ulsan?
In Ulsan.
500.
Yeah, around 500, and still we are doing very good.
Awesome.
And do you still have the apartment as a shelter or no?
No, now no have apartment because
Now they sleep at Namaskar.
sometimes they when my Japanese friend they can sleep my apart and my one room.
Awesome.
But many place now Korean government give some shelter. That's why they are staying there.
Right. The conditions have improved lots over the years. And
Now
there's
it's very much better than 2004.
And when you came, I mean, now there's Nepalese in prominent positions like yourself and your cousin or Nirmal, your brother. So you guys can support the community well.
Good. So the story that we've been looking forward to sharing, and the one that really connected us three. How long ago was that? 6 years ago or so.
Yeah.
When me and Nate first met Binu, we were at actually a T-Hope tent. I think it might have been a jazz festival or something like this. T-Hope was the original We Hope, which is the NGO or NPO that me and Nate are a part of now. And we met Binu one night at the tent, and we were we were having a couple of beers, and actually it was funny that I think your English wasn't so good back then, right? And we were communicating, and we thought it was hilarious that we were all speaking Korean to communicate with each other. But when you told us the story of, your work experience story, and then how you come to open a chain of successful restaurants was awesome, and we'd love to hear it again. So starting from, you have an idea, I'd like to open a restaurant, I would like to get out of the factory work. How did you do it? How did you go from factory worker to successful business? What was the inspiration, or what? Yeah.
Actually, my English is very weak. I want to say many things.
Yeah.
I want to say many things because of language. I cannot share everything. 2007 we started community. Continue, and 2008 I was trying to open I want to do something new business in Korea.
But you were still working in a factory, right? At that point?
Yeah. And then when I decide to do something business here, I request to many Korean people, hey, support me, let's do something new business in Korea. And they ask,
was your first idea a restaurant, or was it something else?
The first idea is restaurant.
Okay.
Because long time ago, when one time I went to Sangnam-dong, there is, before Namaskar, one Indian restaurant was there. Then I went to have lunch there, and I had samosa.
Yeah.
I had samosa there, and the Korean people also eating samosa. Oh, Korean people also like samosa. and then I thought, restaurant is much better than other restaurant. This business.
Did you believe? I mean, after watching that guy eat a samosa, did you really believe? Did you think like, I have lots of ideas. We shoot ideas back and forth all the time, but a lot of them are just for talking. Or did you really believe when you saw that? At what point did you say like, hey, I can do this? Did you believed it deeply?
Yeah, I believed it deeply. And then some Korean people, they are taking picture, some interior picture.
That place was well decorated. I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
The typical Indian style.
Yeah.
That place, right?
Elephants and beads and stuff all over.
And then I request to one migrant center Sojangnim leader. Hey, I want to open Indian restaurant here. Why don't you open together? And he asked me, hey, you have money? He asked me, yeah, I have. How much you have? I can manage 5천만 원, $50,000. And then he said, hey, $50,000 is not enough to open restaurant.
Right.
And he ignored my proposal. And then I request to many other Korean people. I thought Korean people, they trust me and they are ready to invest, but totally my thought was wrong.
Okay, but when you said you had a proposal, I'm just curious. I know what a proposal might look like in Canada, but what did you have as a proposal? Did you just have some ideas written down, or did you have a typed up 20-page document on the computer, or what did you present as a proposal to
cocktail
this
napkin?
Random Korean guy at the immigrant center?
I proposed them I wrote some notes in paper, and then restaurant business is good here, and if we start an Indian Nepali restaurant, people they don't like Nepal. With many people they don't know about Nepal, but Nepal and Indian food are similar.
Right.
If we put Indian Nepali food,
Indian cuisine,
Indian people think curry. right? And then it will much better. Let's do something together. And many people think, hey, we don't know Indian spices, how to bring safe, and then I will manage everything. Only support me to pay tax, irrigation, everything. I cannot. Until that time, only I can speak little English. Sorry, Korean, but I couldn't read and write Korean language.
But hold on. If I was the guy you approached and you said, I have an idea, let's make a restaurant, the business industry or restaurant industry is good, let's make a restaurant. I will do everything. But I would either say, probably no, you're crazy, or show me some numbers, show me some paperwork, show me some connections that you have to import Indian Nepalese spices. So now looking back, do you think that your proposal was good, or would you do it very different if you did it again?
Yeah, you are right. I did a proposal to unknown person. I didn't. I know that guy more than 7 years, 6 years.
Oh, like he was the owner of our phone shop, and as you mentioned, you bought 4 phones from the guy already.
He was the last guy. Before him, I proposed to migrant center Sojang Nim. He was very good. We have very good relationship. He went my hometown. He was trying to bring my wife to Korea. And then other Korean guy, one guy, he live in Daegu. Same, we have a long relationship.
So would these be more like just sharing ideas than formal proposals?
Yeah.
It's more like throwing ideas around and do you want to support my idea? Okay.
And finally, now my business partner is Korean guy. He have Sangnam Dong. He have 3 or 4 mobile shop.
So I'm saying you bought 4 phones.
Yeah.
You had 4 of them, right?
And then
number one customer.
One day I went to his shop. And at that time I was jobless, right? I resigned my job, and I'm trying to open I'm trying to do some business here. And then, hey, what are you doing? He asked me. Hey, I'm trying to do some business here. What kind of business? I want to open the restaurant. And he, hey, don't open the restaurant. Let's open a club. Like holiday Bollywood club. Hollywood club.
Burning Bollywood.
Bring some lady, girl, entertainment girl from other country and make a bar like this. And I was not interested on that. And then,
buddy, I want to open an orphanage, not a whorehouse.
Do you forget I go to church?
And then, it's not good. And he been in Nepal few years ago, and he said, hey, I like Nepal. Let's open club here. Otherwise, let's go together Nepal and open some lodge. Lodge in Pokhara.
Okay.
I love Pokhara.
And then he liked to go Nepal and open do something business.
Yeah.
I like to stay here.
The grass is always greener.
I explained him about my business, and then I will talk with my wife and I will let you know after a few days. And then I went. I was waiting, counting day, and 1 day, 2 day, 3 day. He didn't call back me, and again I called back. Hey, did you talk with your wife? And he, oh, really sorry, Binu, I didn't. I was busy. Really, today I will call.
Yeah,
I will talk and let you know tomorrow.
So maybe he didn't take you seriously.
I thought. I think so. And then a few days later, again I call back. Okay, now my wife also a little bit positive. Let's meet. And then I came to Ulsan. At the time I was in Seoul to search some business there. And then my friend, okay. And you see his wife also ready. And then his wife ready, but Korean lady is not easy to convince, right?
Yeah.
But give 1 month. Give me 1 month. Within 1 month, I will decide. Okay. Then I went back again Seoul, and some Nepal friend. They proposed me to some good business. They convinced me. Okay, good. And then,
what kind of business was that?
Same like Asian Mart.
Okay.
Foreigner Mart.
Mart. A lot of Nepali are living in Seoul, and they told me, Foreigner Mart is much better here.
Yeah.
And then when I resigned from my company, at that time only I have the big Palship Manan.
Yeah.
$1,600.
Something $1,600, right? And then my friend, Seoul friend, say, okay, And then I was the community leader of Ulsan, and I told my friend, hey, I'm trying to do something business here, but it's very difficult now. My visa also going expire. I have to go back. Sorry, my friend. Thanks for all of your help. And my old friends are very sad because really I support them.
Yeah.
And then some friend told me, hey, Binu, don't go back. You have to do something here. We will support you. How much you need money? If I made a business visa, I have to minimum $50,000 minimum. And then
a business visa was only $50,000
at that time. Now
I think it's 500,000 now.
Now.
Yeah.
Before when I started a business visa, at that time 5,000.
Now,
Now I had work, but Iraq also possible.
Oh, okay.
Maybe, yeah.
And then my friend said, okay, give me your account. And then I give them my account. Within 1 week, they put Sachan Manan in my account.
Whoa!
But you told them already that you had 50,000.
No, $50,000, not $50,000.
But you said that
I have the only big Palshi Manan.
Big price, man.
But when the guy asked you originally, how much money do you have to start the business, you said $50,000.
$50,000.
But you didn't have it.
Yeah, I have at that time only big Palshi
Palshi
Manan.
Manan.
$1,600.
So you were lying to him?
I didn't lying. Who?
The first
Korean
guy.
guy. He told me, okay, how much you have money to do business. At that time, first guy, not handphone guy, before him. At that time, I collect my money. I didn't get success, and I send all money to them.
Before
I have a $1,600.
Yeah.
And then my friend
These were all the guys in Ulsan?
now
Or Korea?
Now they are not in Korea.
No, but the guys who supported you were from only Ulsan or all of Korea?
Only Ulsan. In my community member.
Wow.
Really, I support them.
So most of them are factory workers?
Yep. Why? They had work in company illegal.
Yeah.
They don't have illegal more than 7 years, 8 years.
Yeah.
But they didn't get a Thejicum, right?
Yeah.
I support them and I get all Thejicum for them.
Yeah.
Really, they was very appreciated. And then I need more Chanmanan, right?
Yeah.
For
10,000 more. Yeah.
And then
The Degicum is the severance pay.
yeah.
Severance pay. After you finish working here. Yeah, okay.
And then the migrant center captain. First, I proposed to him do something business here, and then he ignored, right? And hey, brother, I made really I want to do something here. I didn't go back Nepal, so but my friend they deposit for $40,000 in my account, but I need a minimum $50,000. Minimum $50,000. Actually, I need $6,000 to $7,000. Can you help me?
Yeah.
I told him, okay, give me your account, and he put $20,000 in my account.
Oh, Jesus.
And then I get $60,000, right?
Yeah.
And in my account, $60,000, and I went back to Seoul because the handphone partner he told me give me a 1 month, right? I don't have any work to stay here. And I went back Seoul, and some of Nepal friend, hey, you have money. Don't go Ulsan. If you open here foreigner mart, it will be better. And then I asked my good friend, and all they are happy. Okay, good. Don't worry, no problem. If you are staying Seoul, Ulsan, it doesn't matter. You can help us anytime. You do your best.
I have a question. Did you take a picture of $60,000 in your account and send it to your father?
I didn't.
Before he told you, do you know how much $8,000 is? Did you tell him, Dad, look, I have 60,000 now.
But something, what happened there? Some of I trust my friend, right, in Seoul, and then he okay, give you $20,000, and then after a few days you can get it add more $2,000 within a week.
So when he gave you $20,000, was that what kind of agreement did you have? Did you have pay it back within 1 year, or lots of interest, or did he just say, here's the money, pay it back when you can? Or that's a lot of money to just give someone without any conditions.
He's a very good guy. I met him migrant center. He been my country, my house. He was trying to he applied visa for my wife. He didn't, but my wife, she didn't get visa. That's why very familiar.
So he's a long-time family friend, kind of.
And then
Okay.
when I
But not good enough to give you the full 50,000. Only partial. Okay.
I think
So
that-
good friend, but not too good.
and then Nepal friend still some of Nepal friend impressed me, and I invest $20,000 on that foreigner mart, but they cheating me, and I lose $16,000 in Seoul.
So in Seoul, you believed the guys for the foreigner mart. You invested 20 grand, and you lost 16. They didn't open the foreign mart, or they just took your money and ran, or what happened?
They are run away, and then I was very sad.
And they were Nepalese.
He's Nepali, and then
After the support that came from the community, you really believe, wow, we can do this together and they ran away with your money. That's terrible.
I feel very sad to say this kind of story because they are also Nepali. I'm also Nepali.
Yeah.
But there's good and bad in every culture, every country. But you needed 50,000 for the business, and you ended up with 60, and then you lost 16.
16,000.
But you were supposed to use the 60 in Ulsan.
Before I start business, already I lost $16,000, right? And then I was very sad. I don't have any way, and I called to my dad. Before I'll send a lot of money for him, right?
Yeah. I was going to say, remember the 8,000 I asked for a recruiting fee? Now I need double.
My dad said, Dad, I told him true story. Something some friend they did on me like this. Please, this is my last opportunity. If I start a business, I can stay here legally. I can stay Korea illegally, no problem. But I don't want to stay here. I want to do something special, something business here. And really very difficult to convince him. And he sent me $16,000 from Nepal.
And back to even.
And then,
Good life lesson.
and then I decide, even I will be a beggar, I will not back to Seoul. And then I came back Ulsan.
Nice.
I tell everybody, Ulsan's the best city in the country. There's one more reason.
And then why Seoul is not good for me and other people also. There are a lot of foreigner, right? A lot of foreigner, nobody care to each other.
Right.
In Ulsan, really still no have many foreigner people. Hey, if you go anywhere, foreigner. Really, they feel very good. And then
I agree that here it is much tighter than in Seoul.
and much Ulsan people is much kind, many
Kinder?
I think that as well. And I think that's a characteristic of many big cities around the world. But when we talk about foreigners being friendly here, although I do think it is a much tighter knit group than foreigners in Seoul or Busan, but it's also changed lots from when I came. When I came, there was only maybe 100 foreigners that weren't engineers working here. And there was then a lot of hello, how are you? But I bring my daughters to the bus every morning, and on most mornings, I see 2 or 3 foreigners. And not once can I get eye contact to say good morning, hello. Even I've said hello in passing 2 or 3 times within 2 meters. Don't even say hello. I was going to make a post about it and say, I live here. I see these people almost every day. They must work by my house. They see my kids.
Come on, guys.
How come they can't say hello or good morning?
Say hi
I
to
look
Nate.
for eye contact every time, and they purposefully don't look at me. So, in some ways, yes, I think it is still friendly and a smaller knit community here. But in other ways, it's changed so much from the days when I was ecstatic to see any foreigner walking down the street, and it was so exciting. So,
It's the We Hope guy. Look down.
so did they get back to you and tell you that they were? Did his wife agree that we could start the restaurant now, or what happened?
And then when I back to Ulsan, I call him directly. I call him, hey, you should decide now, yes or no. If you are not ready, I will do myself. And then, okay, let's meet tonight. And I went to meet him, and I explained again. Okay, explain me. I don't have any idea. So how do you bring a masala? And I told him, how do you bring a masala? He asked me. And you have a
In my suitcase.
import-export license? He asked me like the import-export license. I don't have any import-export license. more than 500 Nepali are and at that time Daegu, Kyungju, Ulsan, more than 500 foreigner Nepali, and I know at that time more than thousands Nepali all over the Korea, and a lot of Nepali when they go
they can bring it back.
When they back to Korea, they will bring my goods because I help a lot of people. I make
20 Nepalese caught smuggling masala in their suitcase for Namaskar.
And then
got samosas in their bra.
How about safe?
That's international business 101. Hey, Nepalese, everyone goes home, bring me back 6 kilos of masala.
Yeah, really very appreciated with Nepali friend. They bring a lot of masala for me.
Too much.
And now we Namaskar open almost 10 years.
Yeah.
Within 10 years, I didn't buy 1 kg masala in Korea.
Oh, really?
Until now.
That's
Is it still friends bringing it back, or is it importing now?
No. Friends,
Still?
myself,
Wow.
like this.
That's awesome.
That's why we can buy cheaper.
Absolutely.
If same 100 gram, if we buy in Korea, 8,000 won. If we bring same masala from Nepal, it's 3,000.
3,000. Wow.
So are you selling it out the back door at your restaurant?
No.
I come by and buy some. What's the
Only-
password?
Only we use in the restaurant. We are not selling masala. And then my Korean friend, he was ready. Okay, let's start. And then we will start to find a good place in Sangnam-dong, right? And now Sangnam-dong Namaskar, that place,
Yeah.
Sangnam-dong Namaskar place, we found it 2009.
Yeah.
August, and we are ready to open there. But before open Namaskar, there is a Norebang.
It was
Karaoke.
previous.
Karaoke, right? And then we have to clear that
Remodel.
remodeling, right? And then we invite interior guy and say, hey, 500,000 manon, $5,000 for clear. At that time, that big
Call
big
my
money.
Nepalese community. Hey guys, thanks for the money, and now you got to work.
So 25 Nepalese guys came, and 3 days we had together work.
Yeah.
At the time,
And you
our
fed them-
faces like cement. We had work in cement company.
Yeah.
The brotherhood growing stronger.
And you fed them the some or the masala that they brought back for you.
And we save
$5,000
$5,000 US, right?
Yeah, it's funny too. Even when remodeling my house here, I told my wife, just let me smash the cupboards out. I can release some frustration. Well, Nate will come over, enjoy the time. But no, you don't know what you're doing. But you guys, that's awesome.
And
It's great.
labor costs in our country are so expensive that, I mean, these days it might be changing that the people aren't so handy. But when I grew up, I mean, my father, he was Superman. He could fix the sink, the lights, build a deck, remodel the basement, everything. So we did it and learned it from my father. And because the cost of labor is so expensive, just to get the serviceman to come. So yeah, you learn to do it yourself.
I had to fix the washing machine in my rental house. $75 just for him to go, just to come to the house, plus labor and parts and this.
So you know the guys at JJ's,
Yeah, I know.
the same thing. He's remodeled it twice, I think, and does it himself. At least all the clearing and all the basic stuff he does himself with some friends, couple pizzas, couple beers, done.
Yeah, and it's fun.
It's good.
Yeah, this is the very good because of our community.
Right.
Yeah.
So my Korean friend, hey, don't invite your friend. They will not come. Hey, let me see.
I'm the president.
Masala Smugglers Incorporated.
And my Korean friend, he was also surprised. Oh my god! And then when we cleared the everything, wow, really, he was very impressed.
But sorry, I just got to ask. He must really trust you.
Yeah.
If your business plan was just believe me, I will do everything. Do you have an import license? No. I have smuggling friends for the masala. That's not enough to make me give you money and invest in a business with you. So he must really trust you a lot.
Yeah. At that time, really, I'm very thankful
Absolutely. Yeah.
Sure.
Give you a chance.
And I request many other Korean. Nobody trusts me, but he trusts me very easily.
Awesome.
And even his wife, she didn't want to open the restaurant, but he convinced
His wife.
himself.
Yeah.
And then,
You're lucky your masala came through. You'd
and
be
then when we
divorced.
start Namaskar, everything, we start very special day. 2000 September 11, Twin Towers.
Knocked down.
And so 2009 September 11 we start Namaskar
Cool.
in Sangnam-dong.
Yeah.
And when we start Namaskar, oh my God, no have customer. No have customer. Very difficult. Oh my God, how to get...
Did you have the blasting music and dancing girls outside?
That's what I remember.
That's why.
I remember from the early days of Namaskar, I wouldn't remember until I go, but when I went, there was always, it was like the Nepalese MTV, or there was some sort of music or music videos playing. You felt really immersed in the...
But I was referring to the starting of businesses in Korea where they have the dancing girls outside with the music blasting and trying to get people to come in.
But before start Namaskar, I saw my Korean partner. We went to another Indian restaurant in Busan, Seoul, Yeongdeungpo.
Yeah.
More than 10 restaurants we visit. And I have many friends, the owner of the other Indian restaurant, and I introduced both them. See, Indian business is like this. And I showed him a menu, masala, price, everything.
Were those guys operating on their own, or did they also have Korean partners?
No, they owner single.
Just alone by themselves? Wow.
But many Nepali friends, they have the Korean wife. They
Ah,
married
okay,
Korean
okay.
lady. That's why easy.
That
for
makes
them.
it easier.
Okay.
That's why also he was ready to open restaurant. Then no customer. It's like a big problem. And then we make some
Brochure, paper, handout.
Yeah.
and
Flyer.
we bring one chef from Nepal, and I walk inside the kitchen. Dishwash, making prepared to curry, meat, tikka masala, tandoori, like this.
Was it hard to bring a chef from Nepal?
Yeah, very hard. But we didn't. When I came to Korea, I paid 800만 원. But when I bring the cook, I didn't get any money.
No, of course.
You got to up your recruiting fee then.
Yeah, and then day by day, we went to outside and give to
Free
fruits,
samples.
samples, and then slowly, customer coming. Oh, Indian restaurant, Indian food means we'll use hand. People thought like that.
Yeah.
Hey, Korean people, they don't like to use hand, right?
Yeah.
And very difficult to explain Indian culture
Yeah.
and Indian curry, Indian food. But slowly, young people, they like it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And slowly, our business is getting high.
Yeah.
Better than...
I mix the masala with my left hand.
Did you not target the engineers at the beginning? Because the Hyundai shipyard was full of thousands of engineers who I assume would love the Indian food. I know you guys opened a restaurant there, but was that not an obvious target at the beginning?
At that time, my Korean partner, he was also from another business, right? He don't have any idea of the restaurant.
Yeah.
Same me.
Okay.
And then we didn't know about
Trust me. I have no idea, but trust me.
And then day by day, my Nepal friend, they came to the restaurant, they bring other Korean people, slowly business is getting high.
Yeah.
And then we start, after 2 years, we start Samsandong.
Yeah. That would have been good then. That's...
Oh, the first restaurant was in Songnam-dong?
Sangnam-dong.
Yeah.
That is our main.
Yeah.
And then after 2 years, we started Samsandong. Samsandong restaurant, before, near the Samsandong Namaskar, there is one Euros.
Yeah.
That place was also Euros.
Oh, that was the
bar.
original, yes. And they moved to first floor, and then you went...
Yeah, we bought that in... how much we paid? 1억 7천만 원.
170,000.
To buy?
Yeah.
Wow.
Gwalligam.
Kwaligam, yeah, the down payment, yeah.
We paid that and we invest a little more. So around we invest EOC
200,000.
That's a nice place. That's a nice place.
And then Samsandong business is really very good.
Yeah.
Good till now, very good.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then slowly we started Bangajin, Pohang, Gaundo,
Ilsan.
Yeah.
So more 5 restaurants.
Yeah, good.
At the peak was 5?
Yeah.
Did you go to all those places to set them up, or did you have Nepalese people in that area
Just
to
like
do it?
people Sangnam-dong, there is one lady.
Oh, I was just going to ask, who is that lady? I've never seen her since the opening of the...
Yeah, she's just friend.
Yeah,
Now she married with Korean guy
yeah.
and she went Seoul.
Ah, okay.
She had worked in Namaskar more than 5 years.
Ah, yeah.
And then
I always thought she was sajang of the place.
And then one restaurant, she handled that restaurant. Nimal handled Samsandong restaurant. Me and my partner, we work in Donggu, Ilsan Beach.
Ilsan, yeah.
And my Korean partner, his brother, handled the Gaundo restaurant. We divide
Divide the work.
but I'm the all-rounder. Because of masala, all safe are from Nepal and India.
Yeah.
Communication problem. If there is something problem, I have to go there. I have to solve the problem. That's why I was busy at that time.
Yeah.
And it's now until 2016 last. I went back to Nepal
Awesome.
to do some new business.
Yeah.
And the other restaurants aren't currently open, right? There's only 2 left? No?
Yeah, now, when I go back Nepal, I was Korea. So economical condition is very bad. Economic crisis.
Much worse, yeah.
That's why it's we also try to safe landing. So still Sangnam-dong and Samsandong both are business not bad, good business.
Yeah.
That's why only we continue 2 restaurants. Other restaurant we sell, and with some restaurant are closed, and that money we invest in Nepal now.
Good. Yeah.
Awesome.
So you've gone from working in a factory to unemployed to the self-made president of the Nepalese community. Opened a chain of restaurants. Now you said you've sold the restaurants and you've invested back in Nepal. Tell us about that.
So, sorry, I want to just ask one before Nepal. When you talk to Canadians, a thing that comes up many times is the Canadian-American situation and the Japan, Korea, Nepal, India, or India, Pakistan,
New Zealand, Australia.
I'm curious, being a proud Nepalese, and what is it like having to open the Indian restaurant? I know you said many people don't know Nepal and they wouldn't acknowledge it, or maybe it'd be a hard sell, but how does it feel if I had to open a restaurant in another country and say this was an American restaurant because people wouldn't come if it was Canadian? It's a good business strategy, a good technique, but it would probably always bug me in the back of my mind that I have to call my restaurant American and not Canadian. Do you have any of that? Or because I was in Nepal and in India, and they're both very proud places, much like Canada and America. So to open a restaurant under the other one's name or country, how does that feel for you, or what is it like?
Actually, I forget to say something. When we start Namaskar, my partner and between me and my partner, we really we discuss about name. Restaurant name, right? And then he say, hey, you told me, Binu, if you open the Nepali restaurant, very difficult to make a customer. If we say India, if we put India, it's easy to make a customer. So why don't we make a name is Little India? He said like that.
No!
And then he say, actually, I'm going to open the Indian restaurant, but I want to put, I'm from Nepal. I feel proud on me.
Absolutely.
My country.
Sure.
And then I want to put some Nepali name there, right? And I say, New Everest. Why don't you Everest restaurant? Everest is not good because Everest is Nepal. So already one Everest restaurant in Seoul. So New Everest. We try to find many names. And then finally, my Korean partner say, no, Little India is good. Little India is good. And then other is Acha Hai. Acha Hai. It's good. But that's also Indian word. Then I saw, Nepal and India greeting word is same. Namaste. Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Namaste is Nepal. India also namaste, but namaskar is more polite.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, that's the bow, right?
Yeah.
That's the action or the...
Yeah, actually,
That's the action, yeah. Okay,
namaste.
okay.
But namaskar.
Yeah.
And namaste's meaning is same. Namaskar is more polite than namaste.
Ah,
I thought you were going to tell me he put it in his handphone. And what was the greeting in Indian? And it came up as Namaskar. And he said, this is the name.
Ah,
Then
okay.
let's have a make it namaskar. And still he was not ready. And okay, namaskar. Finally we decide to namaskar restaurant. But namaskar Indian restaurant. No, namaskar India Nepal restaurant.
Good.
India and Nepal is very close. But Indian people and Nepali people have a good relation. But government, same like the South and North Korea, we don't have some good.
Right.
Because India is very bigger than Nepal. Always big piece eat small piece. Right?
But even now, a lot of the, when I was home last time and when I was in San Francisco, a lot of the Korean restaurants I eat at are run by Chinese people.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Because Korea is kind of trendy and new, and Chinese might have some a bad what do you call it? Bad misconceptions from the past about being dirty, or we always used to joke about cats and rats and everything else.
Yeah.
But Korean is very much more trendy probably these days, and they jumped on the bandwagon, and lots of these restaurants are run by Chinese. And having traveled a lot of the world, I find a lot of times it's Koreans running a Japanese restaurant, or Chinese running a Korean restaurant, or Nepalese running an Indian restaurant. And I always wondered how they feel about that, because it must be a hit to the pride, but also it makes your business better. Okay, I mean, there's plus and minus to it, right?
Mm-hmm. That's a very good question. Not only in Korea, if you go everywhere, all over the world, if everywhere, more than 80% safe Indian restaurant, more than 80% safe are Nepali.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Well, but I mean, growing up in Canada, when like the idea of Nepalese cuisine, it's not. I've never thought about that or heard about it. But you said the influence of India is obviously it's a bigger.
But he's saying 80% of Indian chefs around the world are Nepalese.
Nepalese. Why?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
I understand, but I'm saying from a Western mind, I would be more likely to hit an Indian restaurant than roll the dice on a Nepalese restaurant.
But tell me why. With 1.3 billion Indian people, how come they can't produce any chefs?
Why Nepal, friend? Nepal and India have the free border. No need to visa.
Oh, open
border, right?
Yeah.
So, a lot of Nepali, when they go to work in India, lot of Nepali working in restaurant and Indian house, making food.
Okay.
They have a lot of experience. Right?
Oh, okay.
Then even you go Japan, Nepal, India, China, everywhere in America. Also in Busan, there are a lot of Indian restaurants. Seoul, a lot of Indian restaurants.
Yeah.
And if you visit to Indian restaurants, ask them. You have safe is there. Some safe they are from Nepal or India.
Yeah.
Of course, they will say they are from Nepal.
Oh yeah, cool.
And then very Nepal is safe are very talent. I think India is more talent. Nepali people they are very famous for cooking.
Awesome. Oh, I didn't know.
And then when everywhere it's where they go, Nepal, every country in Nepal is safe. They have the people they are Nepali, but they have the Indian passport also.
Ah. Well, you can hold two passports as a
not two, one passport. But
they change
if they have the Indian passport, they're very easy to get visa.
Ah, okay.
The tricks of the trade.
Yeah,
fantastic. Okay, back to
the thing. So again, you sold off the 3 restaurants, and being the business minded man you are, you decided to take one more step, I think, towards your ultimate goal. But I see now that you've invested in international school, correct?
Yeah, I'm trying to make an international school.
Yeah. Well, you have. I mean, so far as I'm concerned, you've procured land. You have dormitories. You have classrooms. You have a gym. You have everything. And before the podcast started, you were telling me you're up to over 1,000 students. Yeah.
But not only the school. I mean, glamping was a little while. Now he's got the mart, the supermarket, the hagwons. So there's entrepreneurial supreme.
Yeah.
2004, when I came to Korea, at that time, no need to study Korean language, right?
Binu Branson.
Yeah. Now everywhere you know EPS system. If you want to come to Korea, we have to pass a Korean exam.
Proficiency exam.
Proficiency,
Yeah. So that's why a lot of Nepali they are learning Korean language to come Korea. So every year the vacancy for 10,000 people, but people are more than 100,000.
Okay, so about 10% chance of getting in. Yeah.
They are learning Korean language. That's a lot. More than 1,000 language institutes are teaching Korean language in Nepal.
Wow.
Yeah.
In Nepal.
1,000?
Yeah, more than thousands.
Wow.
So it's very good.
Where did that come? Is that the K-pop or the Hallyu?
No, but I think it comes from his generation of people leaving the country in hopes of a better.
But I mean, they're going everywhere, right? They're not just coming to Korea. I mean, that's there's not 1,000 Italian schools or 1,000 Chinese schools.
Yeah, but
thousands.
yeah,
more
but
than
there's
thousands.
opportunity in those countries, right?
Why
For him to-
nowadays? Before when I came to Korea, at that time, I thought about money, how to make money, blah blah blah. But now generation, they are coming for money, but not only for money.
Oh, okay.
They are crazy for BTS. Like
So we're both right. Yeah. Okay.
They like when they see some Korean drama. Really, they are crazy for drama. Oh, they are imagining. Oh, the Korean life is very flexible, very good.
And because the job market is not that good right now, so that's why I'm saying 1,000 schools in Nepal. I mean, is there any other language academies that rival those, or Korean must be the biggest?
Korean must be the biggest.
Which must be because of the Hallyu influence of
Maybe
the Korean pop
from
culture.
this year, Japanese language also getting good growth because same style. Japanese government and Nepal government they contract labor contract. So same like EPS system.
Yeah, okay.
So now more than 1,000 Korean institute teaching the Korean language, and they are making very good money in Nepal.
Absolutely, yeah.
Same, we have the one institute where our institute name is Abante Academy.
I got an Avante parked right out there.
That was your first job, making the gears for the Avante.
And then we have now 500 students in Abante.
Wow.
Oh, in the Hagwon. So 1,000 in
Hagwon.
the school and 500 in the Hagwon. Wow.
Are you teaching?
Me, no, I don't have time to teach. But every week I went there and I teach them about orientation class.
Special guest lecture.
When you go to Korea, I said them my experience. What should we do? How about Korean culture? How the Korean people nature?
When you're packing your bag, fill up one pouch with masala.
Drop it off at Namaskar.
But then I told them if you go to
That's why you never got any fee for bringing the chef. He had 2 suitcases of masala.
And then I told them when you go to Korea, if you have any problem, just call me on this number. If I'm not there, you can call to my cousin Nimal and our community. Blah 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 blah.
That's good. That's good.
They are also new in Korea. That's why it's good for them. Give and take.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'm not doing only for business. Really, I want to help for
Help the
Nepali.
people, sure.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Today I get this position because of my friend and good Korean people. That's why.
And I think originally your willingness to provide support for your community, you know what I mean? You put that out there first, and I think kind of a karma thing.
And you accepted your situation in Korea. You could have easily quit or packed up and gone home or run away or not done anything. But
this
you
fish
accepted
smells
the
on the road home.
hardships and you put your head down, worked hard, and got through them. Many other people don't do that.
Yeah. And it's that grinding or that perseverance that really separates the wheat from the chaff. And
Now you can
shows
see
who
the results.
Awesome.
So now, I'm not only helping for Nepali people. If in case of some other foreigner friend, if they need help, I can help and I can support of all foreigner people who live in Korea.
Yeah, awesome.
So now you have the school, the academy, and your latest one was a supermarket or a kind of shop, right? And I believe you're importing garments and stuff from Korea?
Yeah, actually, 5 years. My brother also, my younger brother, he had worked in Korea 3 years.
Yeah.
My younger brother, he had worked in 5 years, and he went back to Nepal. And we are doing agriculture business.
Yeah.
Korean style greenhouse.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we start export business.
Yeah.
Fertilizer, pesticide, plastic, ring, many kinds of agriculture equipment.
Yeah.
We send to Nepal
Yeah.
and we distribute to shop, not retail, only wholesale.
Oh yeah. No, that's
There is also one Korean partner. He have the more than 20 years experience about agriculture.
yeah.
And then we have the 2 team partner in Nepal. One team, my brother handling agriculture business with that Korean guy, and me, I'm handling Hagwon and school.
Yeah.
Our school name is Children Herald Academy.
Yeah.
We have now more than 1,000 students from this year.
Yeah.
So we are doing very good, and we can our student and last year also we tried to culture exchange program, and we had tried to MOU with some Korean school, but it was not success.
And Nate's wife dropped the ball.
Yeah.
we were trying to help him out and get him in. My wife's a teacher, and we were trying to help him out to get a partner school to work with, but it didn't work out.
But for anyone out there listening, I know your school is always looking for teachers. And for anyone who's interested, it's what is it? The Herald?
Children Herald.
Children's Herald Academy. You're on Facebook?
Yeah.
He's on Facebook. You can find him. Children's Herald Academy. If you're interested in volunteering, if you can get yourself there, you'll be provided with lodging and food as well. So get yourself there. You can teach the children and experience the Nepalese culture firsthand.
And that is right in Kathmandu, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's Kathmandu. And really, when our education system is totally traditional. So in our school, we want to do something new, practical education.
Yeah.
So before, when I was in school, only study. They don't have any out knowledge.
Yeah.
So, but now time is totally changed. We have to give them some extra knowledge,
Right.
extra curriculum, and then we need some volunteers. And our student can learn with them some new thing.
Yeah.
If we get some volunteers, we can provide them for lodging, food, and then a little bit the pocket money also.
Yeah.
So it's a good place to stop before hiking the Annapurnas or Everest Base Camp, or before or after your big hike, you can stop in and visit the chief.
It's very cheap, and then if they want to go visit and hiking to another place, we can introduce some
agents,
some
special agents,
some special agents, but it's really very cheap.
Yeah.
And I've been there. I spent 6 weeks there many years ago, but I still to this point say the most beautiful country in the world so far. Just majestic with the 8,000 meter peaks and absolutely breathtaking country. You've evolved into this kind of businessman, and you're doing all these different business ventures now. How far in the future do you think maybe the orphanage dream might come true?
Actually, I have planned to open up orphanage center. Now in our school, we give scholarship for 120 students.
Wow.
10%.
10%.
Are they orphans or are they?
Not, some are orphans, some are from poor family,
families, right.
and some are very talented,
Yeah.
but that family they cannot provide
Yeah.
thing. So more than 120 students are.
So over 10% of your population is
number of students.
Wow.
And then in future, I have planned to open an orphanage center. Of course, I will open it. I will do it.
Awesome.
What do you think? 5 years? 10 years?
After 5 year, before 5 year, it's difficult.
Yeah. So about 10 years.
Actually, I'm not a rich guy, right? When I came Korea, at that time also, my family level was middle class.
Yeah.
When I came Korea, I make money. That money I invest on business. Slowly, when we start a restaurant, my friend, they support me. $60,000.
Yeah.
Slowly, I earn from restaurant. I will return them money, right?
Yeah.
So now I have some loan. I get some borrow money from bank every month. I have to pay interest, return money. That's not
it's not
easy,
cheap.
not
Yeah.
easy. But I have a lot of experience about many things.
And doing well for many people.
Yeah, and when I came from Nepal at that time, I was working grocery shop.
Yeah.
And suddenly I changed. I am a worker of company. And then after a few years, I started a business, restaurant business. When I doing good business in Korea, I went back Nepal and now doing the school.
Yeah.
So every time my business is totally different.
Yeah. Fertilizer, garments, everything, man.
Does your father think now, looking back, is he extremely proud of you now? Or what is, you're going back and forth as a businessman? I mean, that's probably not very common in your country still. Is he extremely proud of you, or does he think, oh, I'm glad I took the risk to give you the money to try? Or
yeah, my father, before when I came to Korea, at that time he was very angry, right? But now when I start school,
Yeah.
and one day he came with me in my school, and more than 500 students every day. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. Namaste, sir. My father was surprised.
No.
And now he's very happy.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's a great story, man. I love hearing it, and I'm glad we got to share.
Yes, I have also is some many problem, and I get some stress. But when I go in the school, I forget all the stress.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's great.
Because of kids. When I see the kids,
Yeah.
well, really, this is old.
Yeah. That's a true.
stuff.
That's a good.
Well, I think before we wrap up, I just want to say, I mean, Namaskar, I think, is probably the best Indian restaurant in town. He's got 2 locations here. If you're in town and you're looking for some good food, go down and check out Nirmal and Binod if he's in town. But lots of great food and smuggled masala waiting for you. So check him out there. And yeah,
that's about it. Again, that's Namaskar. And you can find them on Facebook.
Yeah. You can search in Facebook and Google's.
Yeah.
I think in Ulsan is very famous because of you guys. And I want to say thanks to all foreigners who live in, especially thanks to all foreigners who live in Ulsan and all Korean who support me.
No doubt.
To do good business and encouraging and motivate.
And
to do something new.
It's very nice of you guys too. When we were trying to get our NGO or our NPO there started, you guys were always very supportive in giving in giving vouchers or helping us out with with our money raising events or our fundraising events. So we want to thank you too. So yeah, guys, everyone.
And I hope we can have you back on because I have tons of more questions.
I
about
know.
your son riding around motorcycles in Australia is very different than your upbringing and your father. So I'd love to hear about your son and your daughter, and also your wife and other things going on.
Maybe next podcast live from base camp. Live from base camp. Anyways, dude, thanks so much for coming by. We hope everyone enjoyed. Anything else you want to close with?
Okay, thank you for this good opportunity.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.